Y'all, we're gonna bring Blanco in. Come on. Any misgendering comments will be muted or kicked. Any. We ain't doing that over here. Come on, y'all. Money ain't a thing. Where Blanco at? I want her coming in dancing. I don't see my Blanco. Turn it up. I'm trying to go live.
Into the world of the Playboy pinup girl, butt naked, dressed in none but pearls. You wanna meet me because you're freaky and you wanna eat.
Come on, start it over. I want to put on my twerking shorts. I'm gonna start it over. Not start it over. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna start it over. I'm gonna start over. I had to put on my twerking shorts. Y'all are best. So tonight, all right.
Man, jump off right here, man.
All right, y'all, we about to do Blanco. Period, Judge, you can't miss it, me, Peru.
In the graveyard is where you get what we want to do is party. By everybody at
Come on, y'all, let's go.
Black Barbie dressed in Bugatti.
Empress Sydney, what's up? Brandy, Champion, man, what's up? Don on. Come on. What's up, Hennessy? Bob Chicken in the building. Lady T, Champion, no gift. What's up? I guess I'm a troll. Brandy, what's up? Who cares? What's up? What's up? What's up? I see y'all. Trinity troll dog. Nosy bitch, what's up? Lovely Lou, Lady T. Haru, 11, y'all crazy. What's up? What's up, friends? I'm looking for Blanco, y'all. Go on Blanco. Hold on.
Let me show you what I'm all about. How I make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. Take up the dice, throw down your ice. Let it all play a fucking rice. Money ain't a thing, throw it out like
Hi, how's everyone?
Good. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's get her lit.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
You're looking really, really pretty.
Thank y'all for the gifts.
Y'all, let's go. Let's get her lit. Y'all help me out. Let's get her lit. Let's go.
Playboy pinup girl, butt naked, dressed in none but pearls. You wanna meet me because you're freaky and you wanna eat me because you're
Thank
sexy,
you.
got a
This
man
my princess that's sitting next to me. Thank you very much. Let's get her lit now.
Don't need to be greedy, I got mad friends that's pretty. Spot layers, all different flavors. Mafioso, that's how it's thing. Everybody come get me. Shake your body, move your body, dance for it. I'm not with the range in the rover. When I'm stepping out the range, it's over. Coming through in the Brooklyn, we gon' do this just like no problem. Put the baby in the hum, it's the best. Something other than that. Keep it real. Yeah. Oh, y'all, keep it real. Yeah. Worldwide. Stay fly. Get it right.
Run her up, y'all. Let's go.
Why not?
Thank you. Thank you for the gifts.
Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo. She back at it. Why wouldn't she be? Come on. Yeah. Got T. Tricky. Yeah. Else. Light 'em.
Thank you.
Yo, my man, jump off. That's Queen. Jump off. Been gone for a minute. Now I'm back to jump off. Goons in the club, case I'm jump off. Back up for the high with the pump off. In the graveyard is where you get swung off. What we wanna do? Party. Buy everybody at the bar card. Black Barbie dressed in Bugatti. Trying to leave him somebody. That's what a real mom do. Keep it gangsta, look out for them. We can picture these. You better keep the peace. We the best, still is room for improvement. I press the spell like a black movement. 7/4 to 8, back to back. I'm sitting on chrome, 7 times.
JM, y'all.
Oh.
JM, y'all. Come on.
Oh, that's my mode.
JM, y'all. Oh, so
Nighttime she jumped off the Henny and Remy. I didn't mind it. Felt fine.
He was a trick when I sucked the stick. He used to pass me bricks.
Come on, Blanco, get to it.
I took the keys to the G. Tell him I'll be back. Go fuck with some other cat. Flirting, getting numbers in the summer. Whole hop, raw top, and my man's dropped in his home in Jim. He's screaming, lay me on my back, busting.
what?
I think I bust twice. He was nice. Kept my neck filled with ice. Put me in Chanel's. Kept me out nice. Call sucking his dick. Rocking the mic. There was something about this dude I couldn't stand. Something that could have made his ass a real man. Something I wanted, but I never was pushy. The motherfucker never ate my pussy.
I know one thing tonight. Come on.
Blanco, I'm gonna put my shades on with you. Hold on, Princess. I'm gonna put my shades on too.
Now.
I know what you they want to do, but Shaquille
Had a wild crew on Flatbush on Avenue U. Had a weak spot, which was some African black. He used to sell his stash, so his workers wouldn't stash. I used to see him in the tunnel with buckets of dawn. Whistling in my ear, he wanted to get his fuck off. I love him, so I fucked him. It wasn't nothing. The sex was whacked, the 4-stroke tree.
I thought you
I thought you were still sleeping. He laughed. When he voted in the past, can he come over right back? Past nigga, the dick was trash. The sex was reconciled. It would be double blast. The only way you see me is if you eat me. Calm down. I love the hard prompts and person you survive. It's going to give you 10 juice.
I know one thing tonight.
You ain't licking this, you ain't sticking this, and I got witnesses. As any I've been with, till they put that. Hey, I got my own ends, immediate friends.
Me and my girls rock world, the big niggas. Fuck the coffee, the double digit juice. What did I cherish? I can be blocked. I treat it like it's precious. I ain't going front. The lit dick niggas that's frontin' like they really stuck until they kill me. You know?
I know one thing tonight.
Not tonight.
I know one thing tonight.
Thank y'all for the gifts.
I know one thing tonight.
JM, y'all. JM, y'all.
What's the next song, Blanco? We got Crush on You. We got Lighters Up. What we doing?
You can do lighters up.
Come on.
one murdered,
Nobody seen, nobody heard.
another
You want me to put it on over here? I'll do one song for y'all and then we'll start, okay? I'll put it on from over here.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Money is power. Swing crack, weed and powder. Come to every hour. It's all about that dollar. We no deal with power. We devoured by the lion and the concrete. Struggle to start standing. Rumble the weak fold and crumble is the land up. Bring home on the greatest rapper. It comes first and the queen comes after. Now push your lighters up.
Shout out, y'all. Straight Alive. It's going down. It's an epic interview. Are we already recording, daughter? Y'all keep muting me. What's going on with her? What is Mick doing? Oh, God. Yeah, Mick, you're doing too much, princess. You can't do that, Mom. Oh, Mick. Mick, y'all, you being disrespectful, princess. You can't do that. Dang. Don't disrespect y'all. Come on now. Y'all know my room ain't no hate room like that.
Attracting your customers has been tricky. So we plan our free business profile on Google. Yeah, now we can accept bookings, list our products, even post updates. Our free business profile helps us stand out and connect with customers on Google.
We go in my chest. They treat me just like we're better than these bitches is just. They scared me to a bitch. No, I know, 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 I know. We moved in that Blanco. They wanna be Blanco, I'm Blanco, I'm Blanco. I got all this work, I got no Chapo. Just maybe they should be something. I'm whipping the way up the light up the space on the roof. I drive up the roof. They call me Blanco. I just got work from my Blanco. Driving it back from California. I just in the Blanco. Couldn't make it stay cold and post down. Oh, girl, bitch, out there, we spoke battling it. Dead dudes, they treadmill, this best girl on it. Upscale type bitch. Money maker like Mitch. Got a million, got a pitch. I feel like Andy John. Bitch like Ashton Bronson. And we fuck like a concrete. They call me Congo. I ain't gonna my family. Birds in the chicken coop. Drop the step in everything. I know, I know. I know, I know. I know, I know. I know, I know. We moving that Blanco, that Blanco, that Blanco. They want to be Blanco, Blanco, Blanco. Baby, I'm not here to wrestle. Baby, they call me Blanco. They treat me just like a felony. Come fly, come and be at me. I'm whipping the way up the light up the face from the roof. I drive up the roof.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Good evening,
I
beautiful.
can't hear you.
I'm speaking now. Good evening, beautiful.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Good. I was allowing you to speak before I said anything. I wanted you to get your introduction out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
So,
everyone. How are you?
She's a beauty. She's a real beauty. So it's my
Thank you.
pleasure to have you to bless my panel. So thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank
And
you.
I thank you for finding it comfortable to come over.
Absolutely, not a
All
problem.
right. All right. So I want you to be comfortable, and I definitely want you to guide me on what is it that you want to talk about. And anything I ask that is uncomfortable, please say you're going to pass and we'll move on.
Absolutely. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, my love. Okay. So first off, you are beautiful.
Thank you, honey. You
And
as
you are a
well.
beautiful trans woman, correct?
I'm a woman.
You are a
Mhm.
woman. Okay, all right. And that's all you got to do is help me out with this. All right. So where are
No,
you?
I'm
Okay.
aesthetically 100%.
Period. Gotcha.
Period.
All the way live. I get it. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Now, where are you from?
I was born in the Midwest.
Okay.
I was,
Okay.
I was born in Kansas.
All right. Tell us about little Blanco.
Oh, goodness. um, my dad's side is a much smaller family. My mother, I'm the oldest of six. So, and they're all like 10 years younger than me. So I've always had to, look out for them, look out for my mom. Um, my father is in Kansas as well. My mother's in Missouri. Um, my dad's side, they had a lot of businesses. So they kept me very, they fed and trained my brain a whole lot. We didn't have cable. We had encyclopedias and stuff like that we had to. It was very different. My grandfather was the chairman of the Black Republican Party, so he had a lot of events and different things that I would always go to with him, especially being the only grandchild there. There's only three of us on my dad's side. So my mother's father, he from South America. Um, Growing up was I had a very loving childhood. My father he had issues being a black man in the Midwest and stuff like that. So he was physically abusive. So that was something that I had to overcome. My mother overcame, and that's why I've been on my own from a very young age, from like 14. I left Kansas and went to the East Coast at 15 on my own.
Did dad hit you and mom?
Oh yeah, he was crazy. He was something else. He was something else back then. We're cool at this point, He has tried to make amends, and he's in a better place. He can own his behavior. He dealt with a lot of racism at work, so it was very.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only black man at his job. So, in retrospect, and being the age I am now, I'm able to understand, not excuse.
All right. So it's safe to say that other than just a little physical abuse, your childhood was wholesome.
Yeah, I mean, I was exposed to quite a bit. There was a point where my mother was on drugs and her husband was on drugs and things of that nature. So I had to look out for my younger brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm.
So you grew up fast.
Very. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got my first apartment back home at 14. Mm-hmm.
So you didn't run away from home or anything. You stayed there and you pushed through to help your smaller siblings.
Well, I left. No. I left Kansas at 15. My cousin and my aunt were leaving, and she showed me how she got her place. And I was taught a lot of, I had a lot, I was blessed to get a lot of skill set in survival and life skills. So I was very financially literate, extremely so. That that's how I was able to manipulate at a young age and make sure
Mm-hmm.
that I was able to be on my own and be okay. So I did not experience a lot of things that certain people have experienced in life, maybe that being in my situation. So I'm a Libra, 10-10, and so I'm kind of like I won't say a defender, but like I tend to just be more kinder to people who I see have gone through certain things or whatever, or their energy kind of gravitates me. I live in the spirit. I don't live in the flesh. So living in the spirit, my intent is always gonna be a good. I wouldn't be blessed to be able to have the things that I have, to be able to do the things that I do if I didn't have a good intention. And that's what my mother did. My mother had 6 kids, but she would bring in other kids from off of the street, and all my cousins or all of them all lived with my mom at one point. So that's just a little bit about me when I was young.
I understand. So basically, what I gather is grandfather was a businessman, and the fact that you worked so closely with the business, and also you was privy to a lot of fine things, you were able to pick up a craft and be enriched. So a lot of things in life didn't surprise you. You were going to be a go-getter and a winner regardless.
Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
thank you. Thank you. All right, so now we're 15. We have a brand new car, and we have left Kansas. What's your adventure like?
We went to Virginia, Newport News, Virginia. My cousin had got her place in the Denby area, so I got one right down the street. Um, I knew how to, do what I needed to do. Um, and it was crazy because at one point I contacted my dad's aunt and my aunt Sherry, and I gave her my information. And then one day she called, and then one day she called me. She was outside my house, and she had my dad with her. And here they coming in, and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. And so at the time, because of some of the things that I had been through in life, um, because I had ran away from my father because he was abusive. My mother said she didn't think that he would, be that way with me, but she should have known. But I don't, hold that against her or whatever, because it's still his actions responsible for. But I had a vehicle. I bought my mama a vehicle at 15 years old. Just like I said, I had a lot of financial literacy, and he had the money coming in. I don't want to go too deep, but he had the money coming in specifically for me to just make sure he paid my car note. But instead, and he wasn't paying it when I didn't feel like I needed to, because he was receiving money for me, and it was only like 280, something like that. Um, and so he called the bank and had them. He called the bank and had them come get my car. I woke up one morning, my car was gone. I was pissed. So, I had to navigate things like that. I've always had to. It was never hard for me to get a job because the training that I had, and I never was afraid. And I never. Women always gravitated to me, so I always had much older. I was probably 16, 17 years old, but I had the people that I would, interact with would be 50-year-old women who worked at Goodyear, or, older, who could teach me and, guide me. And so most of my friends to this day are women. Like, my closest friends are women. Um, I've been, through different things. I've been to jail before. I've been through all kinds of things during that situation, always, for something financial or whatever, something like that. But I know how to, I learned how to make it and get to a positive place. The person that I wanted to be and that I dreamed about as a child sits in front of you today. So it's very mind-boggling for me at times, um, because I've just been so blessed to actually live out what I wanted in life. So that's why I generally have a peaceful tone. Now I can get, however, a person brings it to me with no problem. I lived in Brooklyn for 7 years. Um, Pound of concrete pavement. I've lived in Houston, Texas. Atlanta is home. This is where I turned 21 at. Um, Virginia is home. So, I I don't have any regrets, because nothing I went through was so severe that I couldn't make it. I've been through things, through relationships or interacting with men, that have been um, probably the most tedious,
Okay.
most likely. Yeah. The things I've been through in life, as far as interacting in society and things of that nature, I don't have those. I never used anything as a crutch, and I never lived as anything outside of what you see today. So that's just what it is. I don't have fears of limits. I dream big. I have a cosmetic line that I'm launching. The Dondiva.com. It's up. I'm working on those things. I have a lot of things that I'm working on, but I also want, you know, other things in life now. Now it's about my legacy. And so I have to solidify myself and, settle down and buy a home and create a family. And my job is a very good company, and they have made a way for all of those things to go.
Okay. Tell me, what was your happiest moment? I mean, between age 15 and now, what was one of your happiest moments?
My happiest moments. Well, being able to engage with your muse, the person that listening to Lil Kim's music has given me a empowerment, a standard, seeing a Black girl from the projects elevate herself so iconically, phenomenally, worldwide, and having her acknowledge me on a few occasions, having her post me on her Instagram. I don't really do concerts and things of that nature, but the two of the main concerts I went to were hers on my birthday in Vegas. So I would say definitely the times me and my best friend Bonnie, my OG, my ride or die. She's always lit. She's the one who was there to pick me up in Virginia when I had to fly to Richmond. She's always been there. I've known her since I was 15 years old. We used to work at MCI WorldCom. Um, but definitely the most fun moments was like, when me and Bonnie were together at the Bad Boy reunion in 2016, and Kim had posted me. It was lit. That actually, yes, that I wore that motherfucking MGM to the. I thought everybody was gonna come in total bad bitch mode, but yeah, we shut that shit
Here,
down.
I love it. So, what was one of your most heart-wrenching moments? Something that really tore you down?
um, Sadly. Well, the saddest thing that has happened recently, my papa passed, my grandfather that I'm speaking of, and it was very sudden. I've been dealing with that now. It's only been like maybe a month and a half now, and that caught me off guard because we knew that my grandmother was having issues and she had a stroke and some other things to go on. But me and my grandfather, he calls me all the time, and my dad called me on a Sunday, and then that Monday. He had passed. He had got the Johnson and Johnson COVID shot or whatever. They haven't really told me the details. Me and my dad have spoke about it, but he's working on some things. So that would probably be to current would be my saddest moment because that was so unexpected, and it's crazy because when I like talking about him right now, like I can feel he's very he was always very concerned. He always called and checked on me, like always. His thing was, never forget to, your faith, your religion, believe in God, all of those things. So I come from that type of background. My grandfather's father was a pastor, so I come from a background of pride, of who we are, lending a helping hand, and I like to, have a good time and things of that nature. But the saddest thing for me would be my grandfather because it was so unexpected. Just happened just like that.
Sorry for your loss. My condolences. Blessings to you.
Thank you, honey.
All right. So let's talk about.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let's talk. So basically, you're glamorous. Okay. I want to talk about your start to finish into this beautiful butterfly that we see, what sparked the change?
Oh, it was always that way from childhood. Yeah, from like preschool when
Mm,
um the teachers would tell my grandmother, you know, how I interacted and who I interacted with. I always interacted, with the girls. And
mm,
they knew that from a very early on age. Like I said, at preschool, I'll never forget it. The preschool teacher was telling my grandmother, and I was thinking that she was going to tell my dad. So it's always been that way. I've always worked and developed, and I always knew what who I wanted to be and how I wanted to be. And genetically, it was a lot of physicality as far as body wise and stuff like that. That was very easy because it was natural. It's just naturally shaped like my mother. Um, it just was always that way. Even when I was young, and my mother, she asked me, and I told her. So it was all. I always knew that this person would evolve, and this person evolved, and who I am today is here, um, because that's what I asked for. That's what I wanted. And
Do Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
All right. Do you think that's one of the reasons that Dad was so aggressive with you?
That who? No, he
Oh,
don't. That's just how he is. He's the captain of freaking football. He's very athletic. He's just his issue was because him and my mother were high school sweethearts. My mama had me when she was 16. They were high school sweethearts, and I favor my mother so much, and they just bickered and fought over me for years. And so it had more to do with that, to the point to where when I was a child, she went and got married. He went and took a no contact restraining order out on her that she didn't even know about. So when she came home from, getting married and come back, she couldn't even be around me without going through him. That's how he controlled it. He was real.
wow.
That's how he controlled it.
Okay. So we're going to speed it up a little bit. So now you're an adult. You're this beautiful butterfly. You completely blossomed and love lives. So how has love life been for you?
Um, it's interesting. I have not had but 5 relationships in my time. I am above. I'm older. I'm not going to say my whole age, but over 40. Put it that way. So I've only had 5 relationships, and they're all very unique. There's a lot of similarities. If I think, that's how you learn yourself as a woman, determining like the people that you select to interact with and whatnot. Um, Men are often, I want to say, you know how men like try to, talk to you, whatever. But I want to say intimidated, but I'm a hustler. I'm driven, what I'm saying, to hustle and make my moves. So that's not my priority. And I have only been in one long-standing relationship that was like 8 years, and that was a terrible relationship. That person ended up on drugs. And it was just, wild and crazy. And it was wild and crazy too because I had some things that I had to deal with that kept me keeping a low profile, and it was, crazy. My love life though, in general, I can say most, even that last, I get along with all of them. One of them, the one right before greeting, um, we communicate, but it's different. He's known me for about 5 years, and since I've been back in Atlanta, and so it's a different type of situation. But we still do business and things of that nature. But I get along with most all of them. I think um, between Greedy Boy is a lot like my ex Charles. We were in an 8-year relationship, and so he had a son, and I was in his life all of that time. I'm still in his life. He still calls me mom. Um, he's an adult now, but I guess I have a thing for wild fun, wild. Because I'm such a structured person and serious person. I get intrigued by all the fun, the bad boys. I like all that because it's total opposite of my
Mm-hmm.
life, and it brings excitement.
Okay, so if you saw mom going through her whole drug addiction and being all over the place with no structure,
Mm-hmm.
and you being so well put together and structured,
Mm-hmm.
you attract men that are all over the place. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially the last three, definitely.
Now, are these men violent to you?
The only person Greedy has Abdul has never been violent with me. Um, the relationship that I was in for 8 years, that was a very hostile
Can we get
situation.
into it? Can we get into it a little bit?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
So, how long were
Um,
you guys together?
8 years.
All right. And you guys met. And what did you think about him when you first met him?
Oh, I knew him for a long time. I knew him for by the time we got together, I had already knew him like maybe 8 years prior to. He used to always crush on me. He was young. Um, I think he's probably like 35 now. But when I first met him, he dated another young lady that I know that I was actually close to. And she ended up getting 25 years in prison. And he always had a life for me, but I'm not that type of girl. So he ran around with a lot of other people or whatnot that were in the circle or whatnot, but I was always the one that was standoffish. So he was sometimes he would get irritated and try to get a little aggressive or whatever, but he always had a liking for me. So when we linked up in 2010, um, it just kind of happened. And then I knew he already had a history. I already knew how he was. But
Excuse me one second. Can you all hear her? I can
can
hear
you
her
guys hear
now.
me?
I
Hold on.
can, but some people can't. All right.
Okay, let me turn it up.
Is that better?
Is that better?
Ooh, is that better for you guys? They like that.
You
Okay.
like that
They
better?
do, yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll take the glasses off for y'all for a moment.
You're
They may come
beautiful.
back. They may come back on, so don't take it no type of way.
You're so pretty. So when you guys met in 2010, when you guys got together in 2010, go ahead.
um, we got together, and I'm a hustler. He was a hustler, so one of the things that it's funny because people always like will try to misjudge you or put a label on you. You have to be highly intelligent to intrigue me.
Hmm.
And if you don't have that, if I can't pull that out of you, then we have to nothing at all. And I mean highly intelligent. You have to be smarter than me enough to be able to bring something to the table so that we can collaborate. And so that's why I've dated so few people. Um, but and we were able to do that in a sense. I lost my godmother during that year. Um, it just got real wild and crazy. And when you're hustling and you're in the streets getting to that money and stuff like that, it's a code, a certain way you live. And by that point, I think I was 31, maybe. Just like I was like 31, and I definitely was peaking into my prime at that time, doing styling and stuff like that, working with different people that I had met through the hair salon here in Atlanta. Um, and he, it was a roller coaster ride. It was a lot of jealousy that went on that I didn't quite comprehend because I didn't know how to comprehend that coming from a male. Because I hadn't interacted with enough by that. By the time I was 31 when I got to my like first really like serious relationship. Um, First time I ever lived with a man or anything like that, I was probably like about 31. I probably had people that I like dated that like hung around, but one other person before that. But we only lived
When
together.
was
Yeah.
so when was the first time that he hit you?
When was the first time we got into it? Let me see. We had a few fights. I can't remember the first. Um, I don't remember. Shit, there was so many. Um,
Well, if you can't remember, can you honestly say there were several fights though? There was a lot of
oh
violence.
yes, girl, yes.
And was it drug induced? Was it
I'm very nonchalant,
okay?
and I tend to attract the very dominant type, especially with me. Once they get, once they interact with me, they see how I am. They get very possessive. Well, he did. I can say he did.
But what was the worst fight out of that? What was the worst one that you can remember?
When I had left New York and moved to Houston, and then he had came down there, and I ended up going back to New York with him to take the dog back. And I was gonna stay up there for a few months, whatever. That's how you do it when you live in New York. Like you go down south, and then you go home for a couple. That's how it goes. And so he just was like getting on my nerves, and he was really like, he was doing crystal meth. He was just doing a whole lot of stuff or whatever, and he was like he had a drug problem. Now, he had a drug problem. I just want to say this just as a disclaimer. I'm not even saying anything like that about greed. I'm not saying anything. No comparison. Um, to the point to where he was stuck, and it just was a lot of shit that was going on, and he would interact with me from the reactions from those drugs. You understand? So that's why in the situation that you guys know about, that's nothing because I've dealt with something far more extreme to where this person would be in the closet for 2 days.
Mm.
So he knew I was leaving. I was ready to go. I was agitated, and he had trained our dog. Even though I had took care of the dog, we didn't get him from a puppy, but the dog had been in Houston with me for months. And then we came back to the apartment. He knew I was leaving, and he was agitated. And I'll never forget it. And I remember him training Blue, get that bitch. That was the word.
Oh my
And
God.
and he pushed me. It was dark in the front room. He pushed me down, and he told Blue to get that bitch, and he bit me like right here.
Oh my God.
I had to I run into the bedroom. I pushed the door, the bed against the door. I grabbed both phones. I went down the fire escape, got into my car, and had to go from because we were in Brooklyn, and basically the Bed-Stuy area off of Pacific and Ralph, and had to go to the Atlantic, whatever that, what is that hospital on Atlantic Avenue, and they had to stitch me up and sew me up. So that was probably the worst that I went through, and that's when I stayed in New York for probably about I went back to get my wallet and my things, and he didn't want to give it to me, so I had to call the fucking police because he wouldn't give me my stuff, and I had my credit cards, everything were in the house, and so I didn't press charges on him. They wanted me to, but I was like the what I knew that he was, I just couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I have been involved with him for 8 years, so I have been to his mother's house and stayed with him and his mother. When we go down there to Gadsden, Alabama for the summer, or when we go to Albany, I would stay at his grandmother's house. She cooked for all of us. Like, you know, they treated me, you know, very well. I'm still in contact with all of them. Like, I can call any one of them. And it wasn't just that, it was just the fact that I just wasn't going to send him to Rikers Island and let him. I knew he would be defenseless. And I knew that I would be okay. And I left New York, drove myself back down to Houston, moved into a new place, got my stuff out of storage, and that's when little Kim posted me on her page. And that changed a lot in my life, social media wise. Whole lot.
All right. So thank you. We're gonna move right along. We wanted to know why you stayed so long, but we'll pass it. And we are aware, you guys. So this is what you guys missed so far. This is the beautiful Miss Blanco. All right. We found out so far that she was raised in a beautiful family that was surrounded by business, creativity, and just a lot of things that kept her wheels turning. So that's embedded in her. Although she did have a mom that got on drugs, she had a father that was very aggressive and abused her and her mom physically. She persevered. At 15, got out on her own, got a car. She was responsible for kids at one point, but she left. She left, moved to Kansas, then to Virginia. She met some older sisters that took care of her, showed her the way. She harped on for the ride. She continued to mature. Also, she did run into some other gentlemen that were just couldn't match her, match her finesse. And she was drawn to these individuals that were very aggressive, and some of them were on drugs. But her creativity and her style kept her moving. And then she was noticed by little Kim, and that changed her life social media wise. And now we're here today. Okay. So we're going to go on and we're going to talk about her most recent relationship with King Greedy. Yes, the shades need to be on. Now, before we do that, you guys need to go ahead and curve her to 2 boxes, please. She's at 1.9. Let's get it hopping, popping, juking, and jerking. Let's go ahead and gift the lady, please, and thank you. And we'll wait.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome. No, she looks just like Little Kim. It's so uncanny, I tell you. Thank you, guys. I bless it for the gifts, but give all my gifts to the beautiful Blanco. Give them all to Blanco. Thank you. She deserves them. Give them all to Blanco. Run her up. All right, you guys.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Thank you, team. Give them all to Blanco. Give my gifts to Blanco. All right, you guys. So we're almost at those 2 dragons. So let's keep it moving and let's keep it moving. Thank you. You guys, thank you for being so polite in the comments. Thank you for treating this princess like the queen she is. Although she is a princess, she's also a queen. She's such a lady. She's so classy, just like you guys said she would be. And I'm enjoying this. And she's very comfortable with me, and I'm happy to be here. The shade is because she is fashionable, and it's creativity. Basically, it's fashion. That's why it's avant-garde at its best. Let her be.
It's fashion.
Yeah, it's just fashion. That's it. Hashtag fashion. Ain't nothing else around it. And if you don't understand that, you won't. It's fashion. All right, we're almost there, guys. Let's push. We want to see, because y'all want to see how pretty her eyes are. I get it.
Once we get to the second box, I'll take them off.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Push through. We almost there. Hashtag fashion. Come on. Thank you, guys. Push it on. Push it on. We're almost there. Yay, we're almost there. Oh, not we keep exceeding. Push, push, push. Let's go, guys. Keep it moving. Fingerprint forever. Let's go, you guys. Thank you guys so much for seasoning her purse. Thank you, Capital. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, she's beautiful. Chingy. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, guys. All right, Princess. Okay, so you're in Atlanta. Tell us when and where did you meet King Greedy?
On Beagle. Well, I mean, that's why I saw him.
Okay, all right. So tell us about that Beagle day.
I just, I mean, he's a good entertainer. He definitely caught my attention.
Okay. All right. So let me paint the scene. You're on Beagle day. I don't know if you were strolling through the Beagle streets. I don't know if you knew of him previously, but you ran up on him in a live, in his live, on a panel. Tell us about it.
I would go to his lives and I would watch, and I would gift him. I was learning Big O and seeing what was going on, and then we would chat sometimes, or I would come up on his page or whatever sometimes. Um, and then I think I sent him a message on Instagram, or one of us, and that's how we would talk in spurts or whatnot. And then on one occasion when he came to Atlanta, he called me. Well, and he called me one time before that. My current boyfriend at that time was in the car, or whatever, but we were kind of like already just surviving and making sure each other was all right, basically, or whatever, because he couldn't drive at the time. And then he hit me up another time, and I picked him up, and
Okay, so let's slow down a little bit because it's getting so juicy so fast. Okay, so let's take it back. So okay, so so basically you had already heard about Greedy on Bigo. He was popping. He was popular. Is that safe to say? Okay, so your pretty little self, you had started visiting his lives. Okay. Okay, and then you looked at him. He's flamboyant. He's handsome. He's clean cut. He got a quick talk game. Seems a little toxic, a little loud, little in your face, and that was turning you on, sis.
it was just I just liked his energy. It's something I connect to people's energy, and he just was off the chain, and I loved it. Bold and defiant. I loved it. That's me.
Love it. Yeah.
Even I have to control it more in my life, so I enjoyed seeing him just do his thing.
So is it safe to say that your yang need a little yin, something like that? Okay. All right. So you started gifting him, and he's like, "Thank you, Blanco. I see you, Blanco. Blanco coming through with the okay." And that was what call him her name. Okay. So then that went to you sitting on the panels with him now. So y'all sit and just talk. Tell us about some of those little talks y'all would have on the panels.
It was only a couple of times. I just would pull up or whatever, and I would support him. You know what I mean? I would go and make sure I throw him whatever. I like the fact that people, had so much to say, so it was interesting to me. It was intriguing to me, and then not only that, I was intrigued by him. I can't really say. I don't know why. He had swag. He knew how to carry himself, and I knew that he was intelligent. And those are my key factors: swag, intelligence, and know how to talk. And he knew how I could listen to him. Some people I can't listen to. I can actually listen to him. I understood. You know what I'm saying? I understood where he was coming from. I didn't have a problem with him, so I always would just look and see what was going on, go in there, give. Sometimes I would come up and talk some shit to some of the people or whatnot, and that was pretty much it. We didn't communicate a lot on Instagram, like a lot, but we did communicate on Instagram. Like I said, I went and picked him up on one day, and he ended up.
Okay, well, hold on. We want the time frame. So, when did you first meet him on Bigo first? Like what month?
know, maybe May, something like that,
Okay,
maybe.
May of 2021. And now let's go to when you first make that initial call to say we're going to see each other. What month is that?
No, that was just he just popped up in town and called me. I didn't know. We didn't like.
Oh, okay. What month was that? Okay.
Maybe June or
Okay.
July, maybe.
March, April, May, June. Okay, so about 30 days later.
A little longer than that, but
Okay,
maybe
so we'll just say
something like that.
July. Okay, we'll say
Mhm.
July. All right, so this is getting warm, you guys. I'm ready for it. Okay, so now he calls you. Ring, ring, ring. You pick up. Hello, Blanco. And what do you say?
He just was like, "Can you pick me up from the train station?" And I was like, and normally I have to get up and go and get my ex, and we do everything that we got to do, whatever. But he called me early, and so I was like, "Sure." I wanted, what I'm saying, meet him in person anyway. I was like, "Sure, honey, I'll come and get you, whatever." And I did, and he had to, communicate with people in order to, determine, like, I guess who he was going to link up with later on or whatever. And so we hung out, smoked, and then he came to my house or whatever, and we hung out, and my house is very comfortable. I'm, single. At the time, I had a 3-story townhouse that I had been living in for a couple of years, and so he was very comfortable. He I don't want to.
You don't want to say anything negative or make him look bad. I get it.
No,
But he
it's
was,
not. This is not anything to me. It just was.
yeah,
He was
he made
very.
himself at home.
Yeah. Oh no, no. Yeah, that part was easy. Yeah, he made himself at home, and I was fine with it. I was cool with it because I'm always ripping and running anyway. Um, but no, we spent some time together at the house that day, and it was just I will never forget that day.
Was it a good day, Blanco?
Yes, yes.
Oh, it was a good day. It was a good day. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Blanco. I mean, was it a good long day, Blanco?
You know what?
I'm
It was.
just like a good old long day, Blanco.
Mhm. Because you have to break down my bougie walls. You have to break all
Okay.
that down.
Well, you are a beautiful butterfly. You look like a flower with petals, where your petals like picked. You know how you pick a petal and then you delicately drop it? Did he pick it and
Mhm.
delicately drop it, or did he pick that petal and bite off of it?
It chased me around for a while.
Oh, not a cat and mouse game. Okay, Tom and Jerry. Okay. All right. Good. Okay, so I'm good with that. All right. So that day was a good day. You'll never forget it. So now how did that day? Okay, I see you. Don't lick your lipstick off, princess. Don't do that. Put your tongue back in, Blanco. There you go. Put that okay. You see? You get- All right. So now and then how did that day end?
We he kicked it, like he stayed at my house. We were around each other for a minute, like, you know what I'm saying. In Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, you make moves, and he definitely was. He always is making his moves and doing something and making his play. And watching him orchestrate and move around, I was like,
Hmm.
okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Quick on his feet, understand how to handle business, and he know how to move and survive and shake and move. You know what I mean? And he's
Mm-hmm.
very smart with it. And not only that, like
I can
we
see
had
that.
just we
I
had
can
genuine fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we just generally have fun. I would cook and things of that nature. People didn't even know for a while. We hung out for a while before the internet even knew. I actually have moved from that house to this, what I'm saying, apartment I'm in now. And we would have fun. Like I would cook at the house and stuff like that. And I was going through my vegan thing because I had gained a lot of weight, so I was on my vegan thing. My ex, he's completely vegan, and so he had taught me, all of the vegan stuff that he could, and I was doing it to lose weight. But I love to cook. I enjoy cooking. It's relaxing. It's something that we have in common. A lot of people don't know that he went to culinary school, so he knows how to cook very well, like
Mm.
very, very well. He cooked for me, you know what I mean? I would be out and gone all day ripping and running, whatever, and I would come home and he would be done cooked and it would be like really fucking good. Like
Mm.
he knows how to cook. So
So
that and
you got the opportunity to really see how responsible and basically how cohesive he can be. You got to see a young
yeah,
man. Yeah.
yeah, that's a real man. Yeah, he's very intelligent. He definitely wanted to make sure that he always interacted with me pretty much like that. He always wanted me to know that he's a man and he's grown and he, you know what I mean? And but like I said, that's the fun part. Like I said, like he would cook, I would cook sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Then when I would cook, of course, he would clean plates and I would show Diego, but they didn't know who it was who had cleaned that plate,
Mhm.
you know? Or I would be in the house cooking or whatever, and he would check my stuff or whatever. And he was, cautious and curious, because he hadn't met, I mean, he probably have met other people, of certain caliber or whatever, but interacting with me, we had a good time. We had a good time. We showed each other things. He's a great survivor. We have a lot in common with survival, as far as since I understood and felt that part of him, and I seen how he moved, and he moved like how I used to have to move when I was young.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I recognized all those things. So that it just took us in, and then we were very close, very very close.
Wow. You guys have so much in common.
Yeah,
So
that music. You know what I'm saying? We would listen to his music. He would, I would share beats with him. Like he would get an Airbnb, and I would be there. People just didn't know.
now, how long was your relationship and did you fall in love with him?
Um, I don't even know how to, because it was, very much we built a rapport. Um, we had a we're gonna make sure each other is okay. You know what I'm saying? If he called me, I'm gonna answer even still today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that everything is everything. You know what I mean? Um,
Did you fall in love with him?
hmm yes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Are you still in love with him?
I, I don't know how to answer that question. No, I don't think. No,
We'll pass it.
mm,
We'll
yeah,
pass. Okay.
yeah.
How long were you guys into this? How long did this relationship, how long was it?
Our interaction together, like I said, we would be around each other and people just would not know. People were starting to figure certain things out or whatnot. Certain people that had negative energy that I didn't interact with, but that he interacted with. That I didn't even know that he interacted with. Um, and so, I mean, from the fun, like the fun was like we had like a month of just like fun, just chilling. Like he would pop up or whatever, or come and go as please. It was never anything that was like concubine, you know what I'm saying? Or like where we were like
Yeah.
restricted. Once he always is checking me out. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how I'm,
So did he make you feel as young as you felt? I mean, did he make you feel young again?
yes.
Did you find yourself doing stuff that you shouldn't even be doing?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Right there.
That is so adorable. You're making me blush. Adorable. So, is it safe to say that at some point your heart was broken by him?
Mm,
Should I
I don't know
pass?
that
Should,
I don't know that I've given any man that power anymore. Um, but you might as well say yes. However, I know that I have to be very strong. I have a lot of responsibility, so I can
absolutely
immerse myself in so much of that. I haven't really taken the time to really like
process it.
slow down and process everything. I'm still kind of
Have you released a tear since the change in him? Have you even released one tear?
probably I don't like not like
Okay.
it's more of we are connected in a different type of like our energy is kind of different. So like when something is going on or something is wrong, normally I end up just contacting him, just to be contacting him. Like when the stuff happened in Philly and I called him and he was in the hospital, I was like, what in the hell? And then he explained to me what was going on. When he left rehab and ended up at that girl's house, that was, see, I dealt with that first time. So the first time I
Okay.
was like, oh, okay, I was like, okay. I was like, and
Right.
I have kind of grown to expect, he's only 20, so it's like, not minimizing his age and saying that he's, I'm just saying that when I say that, what I mean is he's only 20, so I understand the behaviors of what's called expected behavior. I know what's, you know what I mean? And so I'm just the chill, in the cut, laid back chick most of the time, and that's why we had such a vibe without people knowing and us getting to know each other, was because we had that vibe, you know what I'm saying? It was low key, it was
Okay.
chill, it was
So
comfortable.
you guys have okay. So let me break this vibe down, because I am an internal lover. I'm not a surface lover. So I love from within. When I close my eyes, I like to think about the man that I'm in love with, but it's nothing about his touch. It's about the energy that he has around me that holds me. So when I hear you talk, your intimacy was both of you guys had similar walks, and he woke something up in you. You already have been through a whole lot of weird stuff, and you're very regulated because you work hard, you hustle hard, and everything has to be organized. You're very efficient. So when this person comes in and when he touches you, you laugh, and you know you have a deadline to meet, but for him, you just stay and play. It was whimsical. It was wonderful. It was a breath of fresh air. It was just what the doctor ordered for a girly girl like yourself. And then for him to take that away, he disappointed you.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, well, there's no but. No, but that sums it up. The energy that we have now, I don't know today. I'll leave that for now. But at that point, And up until recently, I had a lot of faith in him as far as because he reassured me quite a bit because I'm, like you said, I'm a girly girl. You know what I mean? So he understood how to interact with me, and he is. I'm not gonna say dominant, but he's masculine enough in the way he interacts with me personally that it's cool. And like I said, he's always double checking, and
Mhm.
he's very much tick for tack.
Mm.
Um, yeah. So, and then he's like me too, because when we're actually mad at somebody or we're not feeling it, we're gonna like kind of just like swerve, as he
Yeah,
said.
you will swerve someone, but one thing I don't get you to be, you're not a manipulator. You missed that
Hmm.
class.
I know
You missed
how.
that class, but
I don't manipulate human beings that I care about.
let me just say that you missed that course, and he got an A+ in it.
Yeah, I
So
don't do that. I don't do that with people that I let close. Yeah, that you have to get that wall down. That's what he was able to get. He had got clearance. He had full
mhm.
access. He had full access.
It's such a shame when and him and I spoke earlier tonight, and we broke down his walls, and we talked about childhood and mother, father, sisters, brothers, abandonment, and we basically characterized him as somebody that forcibly ruins good things. The soup is delicious, and you go and add more chives in it. The zhuzh is good, and you go add something else to it. So what I take from here is you made sure he was okay. He kept you smiling. You kept his spirits up. Although he hid a lot of things from you, you stayed 10 toes down as a woman. That's what we do.
Right.
And
Right.
he went and fucked it up.
Mhm.
All was good, and he added somebody else in the mix. So let's talk about that.
You have to ask him his reasoning.
That's tomorrow. You will come up tomorrow in part 2 of his interview. So this is a blessing that I'm getting the opportunity to talk to you now.
Yeah, because I'll let him talk about that.
So he's in Philadelphia and he's in a mental health institution, correct?
No,
Where was
he's in
he?
the emergency room because those people
Oh, he
tried
was
to
in the
overdose.
emergency room. Okay. He was
Yeah,
trying to
because
overdose.
he wasn't trying to overdose. That
No,
individual.
I forgot about the overdose, about the Vicky Lynn gave him the medication. Sorry. The Vicky Lynn
Yeah,
medication. Yes, I'm sorry. The tranquilizer. Got it. All right.
right.
So in the
Exactly.
hospital. So
Exactly.
when he left Atlanta,
Mhm.
he told you he was going to Philly, correct? Correct?
Mhm.
Did he tell you why he was going?
For sure.
For a show. Did you ever see any YouTube videos of this show?
Well, he never made it. From what I understand, because I mean, I saw what he was doing. I mean, I be in the big old streets. I saw what he was doing, and I didn't take it any kind of personal way because just like he observed me, I was observing him. So I was like,
So
okay,
how many shows did you observe on YouTube?
I didn't even look for that. Um, I didn't even look for that. I knew what he told me that he was going there for. I dropped him off at the train. He was like, wish me luck or whatever. I washed his
So
clothes, folded them, packed them up, make sure everything was, all together, all of that. And when he got there, he was doing his thing or whatever. I seen he was in the streets with certain people, and I knew I felt the energy like, okay. But I backed back. You understand? I just backed back and just chilled. Um, and I just called him randomly to make sure he was good. Like that's my friend. That's who I like. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to check on him. I felt his energy. And I called him. He was in the damn hospital. And he explained to me what went on. And he came home. And that's when he started, because he just know Blanco from, being in the house and stuff like that. Like, he didn't really pay attention or really know anything about my popularity or anything like that. He didn't know that
Right.
we some of the same people. He just didn't know. Um, and he called me when he was, coming when he was coming back to Atlanta on the train and stuff like that. And he told me, he was like, um, people know now that we're together. And I was like, huh? And that's when I'm not even going to mention the people's names because it's pointless and don't matter, but certain people on the app and stuff like that, and the ones that make my trigger finger itch
Mm-mm-mm.
because because I just don't believe in all that. I believe that when you can violate a person's space by getting up in their business or by causing a mix. I'm very respectful of other people's space, and people don't understand how to do that. Or they're uh, as and he's the one who taught me. He really taught me about a lot of things when it comes to social media and how people interact, fans or people that, you know what I'm saying. He really, broke that down for me in a different context where I was able to look at things with more insight. Definitely, much more insight. Um, and those individuals, and he was caught in the middle because he didn't know about my situation with certain, people or he didn't know, anything. But he said enough to that person, to where this person who is just nosy and messy as hell was able to, figure it out immediately. This person is trying to line with me on Big O. This person is calling me on my FaceTime Messenger, asking me about my business. And, I'm appalled because I don't rock like that. I'm old school. I don't play them games. I don't do all that. And I've always managed to keep anything in my personal life off of social media. I have never publicly dated anyone or been attached to anyone ever. Um, and they just was just off the chain with it. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't see that coming or expect that coming because our time together was so personal and private. And that went out the door when this individual got involved. And so that definitely changed the dynamics. It didn't so much change. We had came a long way at that point. Like I had moved here. He would come over and visit. He might be hanging it or kicking it with somebody else. He'd be like, I need a break or whatever. He'd come through, we kick it. Or he's just chilling. We might just cook. He always cook like I'll come home like from being out in the streets, from running the streets, and he'll be done made something good. That's why I say we understand how to make something out of nothing. We understand how to, you know what I mean? And so that is the intimacy and the closeness. For me, the closeness with a male.
It sounded like you guys knew each other forever. You were able to move in the same room. It was like a melody, like a dance, like a waltz. It sounds like it was a
Yeah,
match made. Yeah.
it was easy. It was easy. I,
So, well, let's get into this. So he's in Philly. He's in the hospital. He gets out. Then he comes to Atlanta. Correct?
mhm,
Okay. All right. So he gets to Atlanta. Is he coming home to you?
mhm.
Okay. He comes home to you. Tell me when you heard about Queen Vic.
That was down the line. Like I said, we had interaction where like we might not be around each other every day, but we would, link up. So when he came back, I had to go to New York and handle some business. And I was there for like 2 days, maybe 2 or 3 days. Um, and he was here at my house. Nobody knew that. But he was here at my house, chilling or whatever. And then I want to say, was that even before? That may have even been before he ever went to Philly. I can't remember if that was before or after. I really can't remember right now at the moment, to be clear. But a girl came about when he was in rehab, and we were texting or whatever. He was like he was getting out early or whatever. And then boom, he popped up. I was talking to him. I told him that they was asking about him, and then he ended up going live.
Okay, so hold on for 1 second. When he was in rehab, did you have proof of him being in rehab?
He had to use um he had to use insurance. Yeah.
He had to use the what?
He had to use an insurance card, so yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right.
So
So we
yeah.
no, we do have a receipt of him being there. Yeah. Um, no, we have, we do. The EOB. Does anyone know what an EOB is? It's an explanation of benefits. Do you know what that is? Because she has it. Does anyone know what an EOB is? Okay, we'll leave it at that. All right.
He had the proper insurance to do what he needs to do, and she has received that. That's what she said.
Yeah, we're not saying that he stayed for long. We're just saying that he was there, and I did receive that. I received that receipt early.
Yeah. I work for a large corporation, and they allow us to add our domestic partner or anything like that.
Okay, so there you go. So he was in rehab. So were you supposed to go and pick him up?
I didn't even um we hadn't gotten to that point. Like I said, he would text me, he would call me, he would definitely text me, he was definitely calling me from the place, we definitely interacting and whatnot. Um, we have our own. I'm not even gonna just go down that route right there. But him doing that, him being there, it caught me off guard for sure. Definitely caught me off guard. Definitely caught me off guard. Um, that's part of the suspense of him.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't completely surprised because he had already expressed how he felt about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was definitely surprised by that.
So Blanco, we received a little information that I don't know if you've met Vic before, but she's come to your house to pick him up.
Mhm.
Tell us about that.
I mean, I've never interacted with her. Um, I've never, seen her or had any reason to park a lot. You have to go, either you have to go out, that way. So I mean, it's not like I'm checking to see who he's getting in the car with or anything like that or nothing like that. I don't know. I know that she knows where I live, but it's very secure, safe. So it's not like, how do I feel about that now? Like, I just my thing with her is I've never spoken upon her. Um, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I may have been a little bit of catty every now and then, especially in these later days, whatever this go around. But never, I don't mention her name. I don't um, watch her lives or be, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes now I've been watching his lives. I will go to his live or whatever. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't watch her or talk about her or have anything even to say about her, but she has had a whole, whole lot to say that I'm not going to repeat.
Mhm.
But
Well, can I
she
say this? When I interviewed her yesterday, she didn't say anything bad about you, number one. And
of course,
she,
because we provide a different type of discernment and requirement, but she have went out of her way to try to come at me and have said what my manager has it on record. She recorded it after
oh,
she sent it to me.
so Blanco,
I sent you one of the videos.
okay, I'm gonna look. You sent me there. I'll look at it. So this is my question. Do you feel as though in the beginning she knew of you? Do you think she actually knew of you in the beginning?
Yes, a lot of listen. The way I catch people when they say they don't know who I am or they've never seen me on any of the platforms is when they call me Liz, and she and others. When you call me, because that's not who I am on Big O, it's Blanco. So if you know who Liz is, then that means you've watched my show Juicy Shade on the tube and things of that nature, or you follow me on Instagram. That's where you get Liz from. So she clearly, I've heard her and other people say Liz. So my first name is Catherine. My middle name is Elizabeth. That's my cosmetic
Okay.
line. My name on Instagram is Elizabeth the Queen. So that's why they call me Liz.
So I have a question for Liz. Did Liz ever call Queen Vic's mother? Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry for just like girl. Greedy will tell you we're so much alike. He's like, I thought I was stubborn. I thought I was stuck up. I thought I was conceited. He see those sides of me until he provoked them. Um, no, I don't care enough to like. Why would I? No, I already knew that this was gonna happen. I'm a grown ass woman. She could. There's not gonna be too many pictures you're gonna find on God's free earth that's gonna be able to move how I move and respond to him. How I've had to respond to him after getting to know him while he was in jail, and making it through and getting him out and getting through that. My God, bitch, excuse my language, girl, please, you just got um. um you ain't he with her sister now? He wanted to get her.
Well, we're assuming he's not with the sister to date. He's just with the sister. I don't know, but I
I
don't.
don't know. I'm just.
We'll
I don't know. But I know that she played her own self, and she knew what she just look at how she moved. The only reason I'm even doing this interview and doing this is because she went over there on Drama Sound and making up lies saying that I have said something about him in a way. I'm not going to get into the detail, but it was a lie. And I don't want him thinking. That's why I came on the record where I told my manager, I was like, I have to let it be known that all that bullshit that they were over there talking was a lie. I've never had a conversation with her. I have never discussed. I would never discuss Rudy with her. When she tried to line with me, the first time when he went to jail, I never got on a panel with her. I would never sit amongst her. I would never communicate with her. I would listen. Now, I don't want to get into that cocky side, but I don't play with the villages. I don't interact. I have no reason to interact with her. I know who I am. I know my position in his life. He knows his position in my life, regardless of whatever that people put out there in Front Street or whatever goes on. I don't have shit to do with that. I don't have anything to do with that. That's not going to change the value that's actually there, the respect that is actually there, that on the surface people will see him interact like with, him and her mocking me and all that type of shit. I was watching, what I'm saying? It was sent to me. Them, watching me or whatever. The mule, all of that type of stuff. There's a reason behind that, but I'll let Greedy lead the way on that. And then if he brings that up, then I'll explain myself.
Mm-hmm. All right. So how did you find out he was in jail?
once again, we are connect like I'm not supposed to connect like that, but we have a strong energy. And I was calling him to talk to him about something, business wise, whatever, just so that you know what I'm saying, so that we can be clear on some things. And I just happened to be calling him, and I call him, and he tell me he in the back of the car. Literally, I called him when he was in the back of the car. I always seem to call him right in the midst of like just something like that going on. And he was in the back. I'm like, in jail for what? Like, what is going on? And I don't know if he told me right then and there what it was for or whatnot, but from the time he literally, I called him as he was in the backseat of the car. I actually had to calm him down because he was talking to me on his watch. He still had his watch on. They had already took his phone. He still had his watch on. And he had answered on his watch, and they were like, you know, being extra with him out there in Sandy Springs. They don't really like black people. And I was just, you know, like, just, you know, be chill. Just call me when you know. And he memorized my number. He knows my number by heart.
So while he was incarcerated, he contacted you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, did you have to open up some type of account, a special account for your phone to ring, or how does that go?
Of course.
Okay. All righty. So while he was incarcerated, did you want him to basically do better and just basically rectify?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what about rectify your relationship? Because it seemed like to me it was something beautiful, and you would be, I mean, although you would pose as a mother figure, but you're someone that can really stabilize him. So,
Well, he is very smart, very capable, and he's gonna live his life and have fun. He's supposed to. Like there's certain parts, like I said, like the I'll let him explain that if he chooses to. The where the hiccup came, I'll let him explain.
okay,
I
okay.
will respond to that.
I, I feel you, so you know that. And you're very, I'm a Sagittarius, and I know how to dance around. I just know how to dance around my words and open-ended conversations. So I feel the protection you have for him, and I respect it. But I do also feel the hold that he has on you. And it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's present. It's present.
I don't think that there's a hold. Um, I get why you would say that, where you're coming from. Um, it's just it's not something that needs to be. I don't want it to be ugly. There's no need for it to
No,
be.
not to be ugly. Absolutely not.
There's no need for it because that would ruin the specialness of it. And I'm trying, even with all of that, you can only let a person is going to show you who they are. And you have to let them be who they are. You have to be who
Absolutely.
you are. And um, I know I don't give a damn about how he has acted, or what he has said, or anything like that. Or I know that he knows how we got. Put it that way.
I like
Okay.
that.
Period.
And you know what? Queen Vic, his energy was too overwhelming for her, so she wanted to separate himself. But for you, well, let me just say this, but for you, with the mentality that you have, because you're very well groomed, but you have common sense. I wish you could mold him because he makes you smile. I really wish that this, even if I have to play my part, I want to see you smile. I just like you.
Oh, thank you. Um,
I could never have a problem or I mean, it would take more than what's going on at this point. There are some responsibilities, some other things that we have to, deal with that are, personal, private business or things of that nature. But as far as, um, well, I'm not gonna bash him. I don't have a reason to bash him. We have a clear line of communication. I would just say that. Okay.
Yeah. It's
He
just a
needs to call
shame.
me or I need to contact him. If we need to contact each other, we know how, if need be,
Yeah.
in an emergency or whatever we feel suitable.
I wish he was more
So
mature. I wish he was more mature for the caliber of woman you are. Because in another day in life, you guys would have been, I think you guys would have been okay. Because I want you to be, you're not okay.
just know this. And this is the most that I can give you guys. He definitely called to check on me. Okay.
Okay. I
I have
received that. I received that.
and that's exactly what he asked. Is that
Okay.
okay?
Mm.
He can tell you the answer.
I'm going to assume that you said no, because that's what I feel, that you're not okay.
I'm a big girl and I have to do what I have to do, and I know what I have to do. Um,
Blanco, are you okay?
yes, I'm fine.
Okay. I received that. I receive it. Okay.
That's as a woman, a strong woman, you have no choice but to put those things into perspective.
Absolutely.
You have to go through what you have to go through. I definitely have picked up my cigarette habit. Um, but as long as everything is, everything comes down. My issue is that girl and her lies and her weirdness. I'm talking about. I called her mother. Girl, I don't even have the slightest clue or interest or time to focus in on you and research you. Girl, be
So if you
serious.
didn't call, so we're gonna take that as your truth. You did not call her mother. How would you get her?
No,
How would you get the phone number?
I'm not even that invested in her. She is
Um,
not even relevant of
hold
that
on,
level.
hold on, hold on, hold on, Blanco.
Mhm.
This is your interview. This is your interview. Greedy is in the room,
Mhm.
so you have an option if you wanted to come up to allow him to come up, or we can
I
keep
don't
him
think
in the comments. Okay.
I don't think he would want to do that. I don't know where he
If he
went.
wanted to, I just want your permission. If he wanted to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that when he's ready, if he chooses to. I just need your permission. All right, so we're gonna clarify that she did smile, everybody. I saw that. I saw the twinkle in her
You
eye.
know what? I'm not gonna do this.
I saw. Look at that. Look at that little schoolgirl right there, y'all. Look. Somebody pull out the fan because she's warm. Okay, so we're gonna take that as your receipt that you did not call the mom. We're gonna take your word as a woman that you did not, because she doesn't know who called. She just said that the mom said a certain name.
I heard her talking about Liz. Like girl,
All right, so
no.
Blanco, he wants to come up. Okay, so are we okay? All
Yeah, let
right,
me get okay, you bring him up. Let me get, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Greedy.
Hey,
Greedy, this is a
yeah.
beautiful lady right here.
Oh, Lord, girl.
I didn't know. I met her tonight. This is a gorgeous species. You hear me?
I hear you, boo.
Woo! She
Yeah,
is breathtaking.
badass. Yeah. Oh, Lord, man. I'm trying to goddamn this damn clown ass shit. How about one of my supporters ordered me a hotel room like online and they goddamn card declined? What type of shit is that?
Well, you got Blanco right there. Like, say hi to her at least.
Oh my God. Hey Blanco.
Hello.
Really, we all have priorities. We all have priorities. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
This is a solid individual. Anybody that's solid around me, I would make them my priority.
Oh my God. So what y'all trying to say?
I'm just talking to you. I'm just saying that it was a lot of intimate words being spoken on your behalf, and just a lot of loyalty and a lot of wanting to make sure you're okay, and a lot of connection and spirituality being spoken from this woman's lips on your behalf. And you know, when people want to ride with you and want to make sure that you're okay, you know, a lot of us don't have that. A lot of us don't have people that wants to make sure we're okay and willing to just put a lot on the line to make sure that person is safe and okay. A lot of us don't have that. And the fact that you have someone like that,
Hello?
the fact that you have someone like that, just keep that in mind.
I understand.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
Yeah, and I just kind of pulled over, man. I was goddamn drinking this shit while I was performing. Goddamn, try to pull over and get my head right. And my people was supposed to order my little joint here and shit. You know what the fuck
Yeah,
happened?
he's all over the place. Greedy,
Yeah, dude.
you're not listening, Greedy.
I'm listening. I know what you're trying to say, but I'm not trying to get too deep into it.
Okay,
I know.
I won't let you get deep in. Okay, and I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there.
I leave it at least. You could bring Blanco up on the interview tomorrow. I wouldn't mind. It's just like tonight, my goddamn head crazy. Just trying to get right, man.
So Blanco, you've been invited to his interview tomorrow. So again, Blanco, we're taking your words at face value that you did not call the mother. That wasn't you. Yeah. And you wouldn't have any way to get her number.
I don't know anything about that girl.
You said what happened? Could you repeat that again?
No, I was talking to Blanco. Blanco said she did not call Queen Vic's mom, so we're taking her word.
Oh, I kind of guessed that. I kind of already knew that was true from the beginning. Like, I knew that was like, you know what I'm saying? People gonna do what they want to do for clout, though. I believe that. Damn, to the right. Man, shit in the motherfucker with I promise.
Let's let this energy rattle us for a moment. Let's just give him a little attention. Greedy, what's going on, my dear?
Nah, I'm gonna be alright, man. That shit was just, I don't know, man. I got a little too drunk tonight, man. So I went to the little hotel. My friend, I ordered, I got for me and shit, but I don't know. They did some weird shit. They ordered a joint online with a card that declined. I don't know what the fuck the point and the purpose of that was.
So you're around all these cars that's declining.
I don't know. They used one of my supporters that ordered the hotel. Yeah, I did. I still went on my first 5K cash.
So what's happening with you right now?
Try to get this wrong. Yeah, I don't know why they told me to come over here.
So are you getting the room?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this wrong. What sister, nigga? Y'all ass is crazy. Y'all want me cam up the fuck?
He's by himself. So you're already at the hotel.
Yeah, because I thought this was the one, you know what I'm saying, they ordered, but like I said, they ordered the same with a car that declined. I don't swear to God, I'm gonna. Hey, hold on. I let the lady tell y'all ass. I ain't. Bro, she weird as bitch. Let her tell y'all real quick. I don't know. Uh, but like I said, you know, so I'm not ready to sit over here and keep asking nobody, but that's not me. Nigga not ready to turn this thing to like a mockery or something, you know. Like I said, for some reason when I was on my last, somebody told me to come over here. Like, you know, so I came over here. Like, but, you know, I'm good. I'm gonna figure it out. Bitch, I ain't got a scan for a fuck ass thing. I'm right here, nigga. How you doing? Hey, look, goddamn, do me one favor, please. Goddamn. Look. Hey, I'm gonna be ready in a second. I need you to tell these people what happened with the car.
Oh my God, again.
Yeah, just tell
The
them what
car
happened.
ain't go through. The car declined.
And who ordered it on the website? Did it tell you who ordered it? What it tell
They
you?
put it in your name.
Oh, they put it in my name. Oh, so,
Say your name.
oh. But anyway, somebody ordered it online. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. It did decline. Shit ain't mine.
I doubt it though.
Yeah, I doubt it. Man, nobody make mistakes like that. Wait, sister, ain't nobody here. I'm here by myself. What are you talking about?
Blanco, how do you feel about this?
I'm very private.
Okay.
Of course, I don't like singing email.
What you say?
You talking to me? Hmm?
What happened?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I said what you had said.
I said, of course, I don't like. I don't want to see you going. You know how I am. You know I'm private. You know I don't want. You know I don't like that. You know I don't want to see you going through anything that you don't need to.
Yeah, she was just in the way. Like I had all my shit planned out. This shit today is just I don't know what the fuck. But I don't know why somebody would do some weird ass shit like that. That shit just blew the fuck out of me like dead ass. But it is what it is.
What are you doing, Blanco?
I have my phone in my hand.
Oh, okay.
This is I'm not gonna.
As you should not. No, you're fine.
No, I'm not
Silent.
even talking about that. I'm just saying I don't I'm private certain things I'm not gonna, indulge in.
Yes.
I'm always have his back to the best of my ability.
Everyone is here for the silence. I'm not going to ask one question. The silence is beautiful. It's powerful. Trust me. But
Uh,
you need to
so,
relax.
yeah, I'm trying, man. I've been doing good, man. Just tonight, man. Just had a little bit too much fun.
First of all, let me explain something to y'all in the comments. Let me come up close so we can be real clear.
and get a clear motherfucking understanding. And then I'm gonna put my shades back on because you bitches know I'm not, I'm being respectful of this lady on her panel, but don't play with me. There's no reason for y'all to play with me. I don't have to answer a goddamn question to anything that I do. I am a grown ass woman. Okay? And like I have told y'all many times before, I mean, I don't know why y'all act like it's unexpected. I'm not gonna be nasty towards him. I'm not gonna be happy because he's going through something that is that's not who I am in my soul for any human being, let alone somebody that has been close to me. Regardless of whatever y'all think or whatever y'all have, we have our own situation that is not really nobody's fucking business. My purpose of coming up here was because that girl told plenty of lies. She told lies that I said things about him or communicating to Drama Sound, go over there doing an interview telling lies. And that's why I came over here. I don't want, of course, I don't.
Answer the phone, put us on mute. Do what you got to do, lady. Do what you got to do, sis.
Hold on,
put us on mute. Yeah, put us on mute. Everybody, let's give her an opportunity to go and take care of that and come back. So let me just say this. Sometimes, ladies, listen. Sometimes when it's good, it just be good. And right now, Blanco is good. And she wants more of it. And y'all need to let her be. Because y'all done had the moments when it's good. Y'all done had the moments when it's good. But I know when it's bad as well. It's when it's bad. But sometimes it's that good bad. I know all of us have our times that we want to know, grow, and we learn. It'll be okay. Can't keep judging people. Yeah, who all done had that good? I know, but who in the comments have had it when it was so good? Listen. Hey, hello. Listen. And I don't know what magic this man got, but I can tell you right now, every woman he done dated on this app will take him back. They will take him back. Look at y'all spam in the comments, cause y'all done had it good. Look at it, look. Y'all dirty. Listen, when it's good, it's good. When it's good, it's good. And that's all I'm gonna say. So I don't want nobody judging nobody. Yeah, Taco Bell. When it's good, it's good. Until y'all had it good, I don't want to hear nothing out of y'all. Now stop spamming my comments. Y'all stop. They going crazy. Honey, I'ma just sit here. Look, my hands like this. Cause I done had it good. My hands closed and my legs closed, and I have my feet wrapped around each other. Cause I'm closing everything up because I done had good. Okay? I done had good. Whew. It have you dizzy. It has you dizzy. You can't think. You're not yourself. Think I'm finna judge that lady? I saw when listen. I greeted in the room. It was a twinkle in that princess eye. It's good, y'all. What did she say that first night? She'll never forget it. She said she will never forget it. So what we judging? Why we judging? Because y'all perfect. How many of y'all perfect down here? Who perfect? I don't want no perfect people in the room. That girl said that first night was magical and she'll never forget it. That's what she said. When it was beautiful. She said she'll never forget it. She'll never forget it. She was speechless. She didn't even know what to say. She couldn't even put her words together. It was beautiful. How are we gonna judge her? How we gonna judge her? When you lying in a bed and fireworks. Oh, you lying in the bed, this man done put his hands all over you, and all you see is fireworks. All you see is them little birds flying around your head and pink elephants. You see unicorns and purple horseshoes. How the hell y'all gonna judge her for that? Is you crazy? Man, y'all don't get out of here. I want some damn fireworks. I want some purple damn unicorns. You heard, okay. Whew, child. Listen, everybody in here vote for me. While we wait on this princess to get her prince together, I need y'all to vote for me because I want to be in the top 3. Please go to the Gala 2021, please, and vote for me. Stop judging Blanco and vote for me. You done voted? Okay, everybody ain't vote. Stop judging Blanco because that shit was good. And vote for me, Gala 2021. Hey, thank you for guys for voting. I'm number 3. Yay, Talia. Hey. You know, well, we gonna know already. Listen, let me tell you, I like this lady. I like her. I like her. She real. I like her. She's smart. She freaking captivating. She got hood. She got class. I like her. I like her. So, but one thing you got to know about her, she doesn't like too much. You can't get in her business too much. So, in order for me to get a little bit out of her, I have to be smooth when I go in. So, we'll have the conversation when she gets back, but it can't be directly. We got to go in. We got to go in a little smooth. You missed a lot. Okay? The interview. Yeah, we gonna talk and we're gonna get a smile out of her and we're gonna make her feel good. I'm smiling. Shit, I've been blushing the whole interview. This lady told me she'll never forget what Greedy gave her the first night they met. I just started blushing. I just started blushing. Oh my. What? Listen, listen. Oh Jesus, that lady, listen. Hey, baby, listen. Blanco, Greedy came in this room. Blanco, Blanco. She was a damsel in distress. I mean, she was a damsel in distress. Baby, you had to resuscitate her. She could barely breathe. She could barely breathe. Mm. Thank y'all for making me number 3. Keep pushing, y'all. Help me. Help me stay in number 3. All right, y'all, we waiting. Hey, this is a beautiful wait. I'm excited. I don't know what's about to go down, but I'm goddamn excited. Who's excited? I am. I'm telling the truth, Petty Betty. How you doing, sugar? Shit, I'm excited. She booking a flight. Good. Listen, I want whatever she do. I want her to get what he gave her on day 1. So when she come back on the interview, I want her to be. Oh, I want that pink little wig to be so frazzled and toe up. I want him to rip it off her head. She deserves that. She deserves it because she wants it, and it's okay. Yeah, whatever she get, let her get it. Yeah, come on. How you vote? Y'all got me confused. Like I'm gonna get me somebody who gonna mess up my wig. I'm looking in my room. I want somebody to tear my wig off too. Okay, quiet down so I can hear. All right, let me be quiet. All right. I don't want to eavesdrop on her. She gonna come back. We ain't got to eavesdrop. She our sister now. She gonna come back and tell us. I ain't gonna eavesdrop on her. We gonna let her come back. She gonna come back. Y'all, that she. Hi.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Okay, princess. I want my Nikki Marie. I want my hair messed up too. Y'all go right here to the little thing on the box 5. You see the thing on the box 5? One of the little things that's moving, the little thing, one says Gala 2021. Go in Gala 2021 and hit popular host. Go in there and choose popular host and vote for me, please. Thank y'all. She gonna hop, skip, and jump. We'll see. We're gonna see. Let's see. Let's see what she give us. We gotta respect the lady. We gonna see what she got for us. Mhm. Yes, go to the Gala 2021 and hit popular host. Go down a little bit, hit the popular host button, and vote for me, please. I appreciate you guys. Give me a lot of votes. Keep me in the top 3. Keep going. Push, push, vote, vote, vote. Thank y'all. Vote, 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 vote. Are y'all voting for me? I think I'm in the top 3, but I need to stay there because everybody gonna vote for their people tomorrow. So I need the votes tonight, and then y'all vote again for me tomorrow. You gotta vote every day for me. Okay, okay, you voted again. Okay, D. Okay, thank you. Mhm. Do I give? Yeah, I give back. You better ask some of my loyal people that. Hi, Princess.
Oh.
Now she look like she just closed a business deal. Now she coming back looking like Angela Bassett. Now, listen, let me tell you something about a woman. This sister left looking like LaKim and came back looking like Angela Bassett. Did y'all see that? Oh, child, love it. Listen, I am Team Blanco. Let me tell you something, sis. I am Team Blanco. See, I had to remind the girls. See, when you left, they went to trying to judge. I said, let me tell y'all something. When you get something good, that's what it does to you when it's good. Despite all the fucking crazy and the foolery, the good outweighs all of that. And y'all got to listen. When this sister said she'll never forget the first day he came over, when you hear a woman say she'll never forget that day, I'll never forget that day. Y'all got to understand where she's coming from. So y'all lay off of her. She's a woman that felt good. Leave her alone. This is her time. Leave her alone. The floor is yours. That's right. I got the girls together. They okay. See hearts in the comments for you. I got them together for you.
Thank
So
you,
when you
thank you,
came
thank
back,
you.
I got them together. Angela Bassett came back. I mean, I saw straight. Oh, she came back looking like that woman in and remember the movie Waiting to Exhale when she had done burnt that car up, honey, and took care of business and walked back in that house. That's how she came back looking back. She had that set the whole goddamn place on fire. Y'all ain't see it in her eyes. She came back. The deal has been closed. Business is done.
So silly.
Carry on. Carry on.
You know what?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. We're listening.
Let me just say this so that we can be, so
Okay.
that we can be very clear. There's no storyline here.
Mm-mm.
There's no storyline here. Okay? Oh my gosh, I'm about to Lord, let me charge it.
Yeah, we don't think this is a storyline. Yeah.
No, I mean, I just want to understand that, and I have responsibilities. We have responsibilities that we have to attend to. So,
Girl,
when
you have to do
I don't
you.
listen, right? There's a lot. When you, I have evolved. Evolution. Let me just break this down for you guys. How spiritual I am in my numerology. Okay, my evolution has reached its cusp. I just had my birthday. It's the renegade, retrograde rather.
I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know how to put something into the universe wholeheartedly from a wholesome place with no ill intent, and that will overpower and supersede anything. Of course, I am protective of myself and I know what I have to do, but I'm also a very blessed individual for a reason. And um, honey, let me tell you something. I receive checks in the mail sometimes just out the blue. God always has made a
Yes,
way for
Lord.
me and for the way I move, and that's how my blessings come. I'm not gonna ever be derogatory. I'm gonna be stern, and I'm not nothing to play with either, cause I hold the keys, and I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't. Yeah, I had an outburst because I don't like having interactions. I don't play. I don't play with people in my personal space, in my personal, business. Um, this has been it has become way more complicated because so many people are involved and aware and feel like they know this or they know that and they have their opinion, and that is fine. They're entitled to. I put my life out there. I put myself out here on social media. I'm here doing this interview. I have allowed these things to be, well, I won't say allowed, but these things, it is what it is. I live in my truth, and I know what I know in the end how things will work out, and I'm fine with that. I know that I will always be okay, and as long as I'm always okay, anybody that I care about, and that just goes for anyone, it's gonna always be okay. Um, I'm not used to explaining myself in this form. I'm not a person who explains myself to anyone. So it's uniquely different. It's especially uniquely different because it's so personal. We will come to our own resolution so that we can coexist accordingly. Um, y'all know what I'm about, and you, I know what to expect. Um, I just know what to expect. I'm not caught off guard or alarmed or unrattled. Um, it is what it is, and we'll move accordingly.
Absolutely.
You heard what he said. He didn't have a problem with me being a part of the interview tomorrow. There's a reason for that. We don't have any hatred towards one another. There's a lot of emotion, and there's a lot of it's just that's just what it is. It's a lot. It's flaming hot. It's piping hot. You know. Certain things just are what certain things just are what they are, and we have to be able to coexist. That's all I can say about that situation. I will let him discuss whatever how he feels about certain things, and then you guys will see his perspective, and I can explain further.
Absolutely.
But I'm not gonna if I'm not gonna see him in a bad situation, or I don't want him to face harm's way or anything of that nature. But I also have responsibilities and obligations, so um, it is what it is. I have to do what I have to do to take care of me, and that's what I do. Um, when it comes to Abdul, it's um, he have to take responsibility and handle his business, and that's that. He's not slow. I'm not slow. Y'all don't know everything, and it's not for everybody to know everything. Um, and that's that. So he just asked me the phone. He's like, I ain't did no interview to bash you. I'm not bashed you at all. I don't have any intention of that. Like I said, the situation with Queen Vic, she did a lot of lying. She did a lot of lying. She is being fake as hell, and she have put a lot and had a lot to say about me, and I have not discussed this one. I don't even. She's not somebody that I would discuss. She's not a topic of my thought process. I don't take her serious at all, or anyone else for that matter, because I know my value.
I'm glad she didn't bash you in front of me.
Yeah, she's had a lot to say for her clout or for whatever. I mean, she's quick to do an interview. She's quick to do this or do that, and um, he has to make his own decision and be comfortable within himself to do.
I mean, she did mention a mule and a stallion thing. She did, and we said a stallion is a horse and a mule plows the field. But that was it. Yeah, that is true. Then I was like, oh, a stallion is a Clydesdale and a mule plows the field, 40 acres in a mule. Okay, yeah, okay, that, okay, that's all. But that's it. She only said that because she said Greedy said that, but she didn't say anything about you that I can remember. Yeah, Greedy said that. Right. That's what Greedy said, not her. Right.
The stallion and the mule is the same person. Let's be clear. And the stallion is complicated. She's intimidating, she's invigorating, she's powerful like a lioness, but she's built like a stallion. Okay? And the stallion is the one that can't be tamed.
Hmm.
That's that other side. I try to. Greedy believes that Blanco is a real life character. He said, no, she's real life. And Blanco is Blanco. Y'all see Blanco. Blanco is her essence. Blanco caused car accidents when she hit Tip outside.
Mm.
I can count 3. Okay? And that's that.
So Blanco, we are having Get Greedy's interview tomorrow, and of course you have been invited if you would like to attend that interview. Some questions about you will come up, and they won't be anything bad. You know, it'll just be more of the timeline with you and Queen Vic and different things like that. The questions will be more on the lines of something about a crash car, lace weed, Queen Vic, relationship, laptop that was missing, daughter police jail, Queen Vic and Blanco, the breakup, privacy, relationship with Blanco. So that's my timeline. Yeah.
The stallion is the winner. Okay? I'll let him break the story down. I know it's a synonym. It's not literal about there being a male horse. Y'all don't. It's went over your head. For those of you that are making those comments, it's went over your head.
She's feeling good. I'm glad she's smiling no matter what.
I'm not concerned with people in the comments who have negativity to spill because I know maybe I'm a winner. I'm, I can't lose. Okay.
Mm.
So my value and my worth will always remain the same. Okay. And who I am as a person, a genuine person, people go through life and figure things out. But I'm not. Let me just leave that right there where it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that right there where it is.
And that's fair. So, to the beautiful Blanco, thank you for blessing us with your presence. Thank you for your communication and your conversation. I appreciate you. You're quite a lady. You're quite fascinating. And I am looking forward to seeing what's next for you, spirit wise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you very much for that. Like I said, my intention is listen, I'm all about prosperity, peace, and love and getting to the bag. Okay? And doing what needs to be done and handling business, period. At the end of the day. I like cutting deals, closing deals, and making sure that the things are in position.
Absolutely.
And I put my things into position and I speak. Y'all have to learn how to speak what you need out of the universe and do what it do. It's not all about sexual relationship or our relationship and all of that. It's about knowing how to come together to get to the big. Period.
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 So I guess I'll be respectfully talking to you tomorrow and seeing your beautiful face tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, I've kept you up quite late. I appreciate everyone for the gifts. I appreciate you guys.
Now I have a question
Thank
before
you.
you leave. How do you feel and was this decent? Was it what did I make you feel okay?
It was it was very good. I watched you and I saw that your temperament and my manager was questionable because she don't trust anyone and she was very protective of me. Um, but you were very gracious. Definitely understand why you have the charm school. Definitely. Um, I heard you talking yesterday, about your experiences, and we all go through experiences as Black women, and we all go through experiences
Absolutely.
as Black people.
Oh, Jesus,
Um,
yes.
I respect you, and I thank you for your graciousness.
Thank you, my love. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's
This is
my word to
beautiful.
bond.
Absolutely. So I feel honored because that means the manager approved me. I'm manager approved.
All
So
right.
you are a queen with the heart of a princess, and I'm glad I met you. So this is good for me as well. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I met you too. I'm glad you have very soothing calmness about yourself that is,
Yeah,
you could,
yeah, I'm
people.
fanning y'all. I love her. I love her already. So yeah, yes. But I mean, I turn up too now. Don't get
Right,
me
yeah, I saw you turning up with your glasses and you ready and you knew the lyrics. I was like, okay,
wrong.
okay.
I'm from the
I saw
hood
you
too,
like
baby.
you do like how
But
I do something when we're on a public, when you have to, do it the right way and you might just skip over a word. I saw you. I was paying attention.
yeah, yeah, I love you. But the hood helped raise me, so I have it in me.
Right, right. I love the
Yeah,
hood. The hood is my
the hood.
favorite.
That's all I know.
That's where it's real
I
at.
will never forget from whence I came. I can't.
No, no.
That's my
We can
everything. Yeah.
never mistake that or get that confused because I definitely haven't forgot where I come from at all.
Never.
That's why I know the struggle is real. That's why I know what have to be done and what we have to do. Um, and that's just it. Bottom line, everybody know what they have to do. We have all been through certain things. I'm limited in my experience in interactions, but I'm not stupid or slow.
Hmm.
And I understand what it means not to throw your pearls to swine and things of that nature. I understand these things. These are key factors of who I am. So it doesn't have anything to do with that. Nobody can make me feel any type of way because at the end of the day, it's a personal, real relationship. I'm not talking about like relationship as a couple, a relationship with another human being between two human beings. That's it. Period. Point blank. And
we can do a lot of things together.
We can do a lot of things together. See, what women don't understand, if you haven't been through anything, then you shouldn't have a voice. When we've been touched by our angel, and again, I'm not talking about just this little physical touch. When someone has captivated your mind, body, and spirit, that resonates for a while. That's something you just can't wipe off with a towel. It has to, yeah, it's a different mood. And the way it flows and disperses is just different. Her bubble for this individual hasn't burst yet. So all those feelings are still here. And until it bursts, then we just have to support our girl. And that's just that. And that's just that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I
Good
really
night.
appreciate you.
Yes. Because they want me to stay up, but it ain't happening. I got 12 hours tomorrow. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Did y'all vote for me before I leave? Yeah.
And thank y'all for loving on me. And we all got to do what we got to
Wait,
do.
hold on. Wait. Vic doesn't want to come up. Hold on. I ain't high. I'm sleeping. No. So Blanco, no, we're not doing that. So that's not. We can't do that. Okay. Both of these ladies are not ready for that. So that's not a chapter that we're going to even embark on. I can speak to Queen Vic tomorrow if she likes. But yeah, we can't mix the ladies. We can't do that out of respect.
Yeah, she's all over the place. She's all over the place. And I'm going to say this. It be intricate sideline hoes who are just in it for whatever, drop their motherfucking way.
But you know what, sis? At some point, I hope that you and I and her can have a conversation. Today's just not the day. But I can honestly say she did not say anything bad.
She's already said it.
I
already have video clips. I already have. She have already
on my panel.
And this is the first time I've ever spoke on her. This is the first time I've ever spoke on her in a public setting. Okay. The two of them together clowning around, him clowning around and him saying and doing what he's doing. I know why he's doing what he's doing and why he's acting how he's acting. I know why. Okay. And that's neither here nor there. That's not saying that we're going to get back together, that we're going to be together. None of that. What it is saying is we have a genuine connection. It's just genuine, and it's not negative. When he's very gracious with me when he can, he's cool. It is what it is, you guys. I'm not gonna go back and forth about that. But that situation with her, girl, she know what she was and what she is and how that goes. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna entertain that.
And I'm glad, yeah. But at some point, it may be
her having enough respect for herself, like that person just said in the comment, bitch, I would never pull up to another.
But honestly, Blanco, in my heart, just let me say this. I
hold Greedy accountable. I hold Greedy very much accountable. That's why
I feel as though she didn't know, because I really think she really didn't know. And he pulled the wool. At some point I just feel as though she was lied to. These men are so smooth, Blanco. These men.
Let me say this. I'm not. Greedy is 100% to blame. Okay. I'm not even mad at her for coming, because the way my stuff is set up, I'm not worried about nobody doing anything. But you have to have enough class and grace and respect for your own self. When she came here the second time, she knew where the hell she was coming. She planned and inserted that, and she got played with because she played.
But how about this, Blanco? What if she's a lady?
I told y'all, tick for tack.
But what if she's a lady? But what if she's a lady that just doesn't think outside of what her man tells her? Because see, some women
it's not that type of stuff. She's schemed and everything. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get into the. I know him. I know how he move. Okay? I don't give a damn about her coming to pick him up. That doesn't, I don't care about that. It shows me her character. And that's why I will not sit with her. It's not even about her character. Her character was shown to me when she was coming for me. Now I could have went and put on my Jordans and be, who orders and be like, oh, who you? I'm so grown and so far so past that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So her interactions is all about trying to. She said yesterday she's depressed. She suffered with depression and all this other type of stuff. She got a lot of things that she needs to deal with, so that, and learn to be who she needs to be. Um, she the one that, she made the parlay easy. I don't, you know, no, but she definitely doesn't have any respect for me. I don't even the fact that her intent may not be 100% harshly malice. You play too much, and I don't play games. Only person I play games with is him.
But this too shall pass. I've seen women come together and have a kumbaya moment after all of it. Right now just is not the time. But I want to be there for it. You don't deserve it, she doesn't deserve it. These men will tear our ass apart, I'm telling you. I had a panel yesterday, an interview with 6 different women. I had interviewed these a lady 4 months prior. This guy on the app was going against her, had taken dragons from her, and was doing a lot of weird things toward the women. And at the time, all the women that were in his family were going up against each other. 4 months later, these same women have now come together as one. They weren't speaking, but he individually put them all up against each other and took every last one of their monies, took nude pictures of them, like performing as adults. And without their consent, he sent those nude pictures to one young lady that in turn sent them to me, revenge porn, with his face in the photos. So this one man separated all these women. He turned them all against each other with his lies and deceit. But they found each other and they found solace to what? Go up against him yesterday with all the evil, nasty shit he was doing to each and every one of them. They combined and came together on my panel, and we taking his ass down.
I understand that. I understand
So
that. I think, and I understand that. I'm looking at the comments now that I'm not we're not so in depth in the interview. And I would just say this: nobody is talking in circles. It's just that I choose not to discuss certain things, and it's up to him to discuss certain things. Okay,
mm-hmm.
and I am gonna remain the same how I am. I hold him fully accountable. Trust and believe. He already knows that.
I don't want you and her going at each other. I want at some point you guys to have a conversation. And yeah, I don't want that because I don't think it's
There is nothing for her and I to talk about. And the reason that there is nothing for her and I to talk about is because her motive and what she is doing, she flip flop and all of that and play games and all of that. That's between them two. Now she started lying on me, telling Drama Sound that I said this or I said that about Bree. No, because I would never. No. So
I'll
that
ask her about that. I'll ask her about that. But
it's like
I am gonna say that your word is your bond, and you did not call her mother. She didn't say,
no.
yeah, and that's that. And we're going to stand on that because she didn't say she had the number of who was. She just said someone said Liz. So it could have been anybody saying her name. You don't know her mom's number and you didn't call her mom and mother. And I just want that to be stated
I
again.
don't even know. I don't even know anything about her. I'm not interested in anything about her. She is not a concern on my brain or my mind for me to. I don't need to do all of that for what? I'm not gonna fight and go back and forth. He where he at. He where he at. He doing what he doing.
I'm not fighting for that. I'm not gonna interact. Y'all have never seen me the first time or the second time. Y'all have never seen me come and like go. I have very minimally addressed the situation. Very minimally. But she have sat around him. She sits around and she watches me. Clearly. You got the receipt on that. She clearly watches me. In that receipt, she says she always does this. So that means that she watches me. She is a fan. I have no time for that type of energy. And then she tries to be. She tries. She gets disrespectful. And people have to understand that you have to respect people the way I respect people the way I want respect. So I'm just not going to get into that with you because I don't like that type of mess and that type of drama. I don't have the patience for that, especially when it comes into my personal space. So no, I hold him 100% accountable. Please know and please understand that. Yes, he can pull at my heartstrings. Yes, he have an effect on me. Yes, I do not want to see him in any type of desolate situation at all, or any type of situation that is, you know what I'm saying, not him being outside or anything like that. I'm not gonna.
But you hold him accountable for this, okay?
I'm definitely holding him accountable, and I am the woman that talks to his lawyers. I am the woman. Girl, y'all have me confused and twisted and confused. And I'm just leave that as that. Like it's not even that. He have enough response. Once he gets what he needs to get done, he know what he has to do, and that's that. And even if he doesn't, I'm a grown ass woman, and so I handle my shit how I handle my shit accordingly. Please know that. Please know that. I don't invest my time and energy, money, or anything else into something to see it flop or to see it fucked up or see it in a crazy situation. That would be dumb. That would be cutting my own. I might as well just cut my own wrist. Hello? No, you're not making sense.
And that's not him.
That's not how it's going down. At the end of the day, I'm not no. And you know, when there are true people, I don't even have to get into that. When people actually, you guys can't tell. Y'all can't tell. I'm gonna just say that you can't tell, honey. What do you think? Okay. So we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, beautiful.
All right.
So thank you again. All right. Everyone, good night. Say good night to the beautiful Blanco and tell her thank you for blessing us. We're in love with you.
Honey.
All right. So vote for me, y'all. Even when I'm asleep, I want y'all to vote for me because I want to stay in the top 3 because I love y'all. Okay. All right. Good night, princess. Go get some beauty rest. You deserve it.
All right.
And thank you again.
Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye.